Hey guys, Weather Expert here, bringing you guys a second video update for Tropical Storm Erika. This is my own opinion, guys. Do not direct this to the National Hurricane Center, as they are the federal agency of this company. Why am I saying the same thing I did last video? But just a reminder, do not direct this as any hype. Do not, go on Twitter, start bashing people about this stuff, as this stuff can change, and it always will. Trust me, guys, this is one of the hardest storms to forecast, and I'll tell you guys why. So let's look at the satellite presentation this evening. You guys might know where the heck the center is. It is to the south. This convection is about, over to, you see that big red dot at the north. It's just to the south of that, and we might be seeing some organization trying to happen with Erica, and that's because Erica, for its whole life, has had a mid-level circulation and low-level circulation. When you have those two ingredients happening, they aren't going to fare with each other. You're going to have a very disorganized system. But now, since the low-level center and the mid-level center are actually pretty close together, they might combine and we might have a robust system. But the one problem that the Erica has is land interaction. Now, the one thing that happened was that the center relocated to the south, and the Erica should be way up to the north. It should be up to the north of Puerto Rico. But this is actually a better thing for Puerto Rico. It's going to bring them with a lot more rain, and it could be good. But it could be good for intensity purposes, because it is entering some shear zone. But the shear might be actually moving, so it might have actually a better chance of strengthening. But the problem is Hispaniola is very mountainous, and Puerto Rico, although small, has some tall mountains. So it's going to have to get some challenges if it's going to strengthen pretty rapidly. And models are trying to trend away from strengthening, but I think it could happen because of the warm SSTTS temperatures of the Atlantic. Now, Hispaniola has been numerous times rumored to be the hurricane killer, and in fact, it can happen because the circulation can get over those mountains, and it can disrupt it, and it'll get ejected, and it's so weak, the circulation, that it's really just gonna just wander around over by Cuba, and it's gonna get killed and destroyed there. And plus, the Gulf of Mexico is actually pretty hostile. But let's just keep bashing. Let's go to our models. It's got low. Let's go to weather bell models. We gotta go. The first thing we gotta do is we gotta go to GFS, because the GFS and the European are actually disagreeing. Unlike yesterday, they had a set in stone kind of thing, but now they actually are they're actually disagreeing quite a bit. Let's see if this thing can load first of all. But my internet is actually pretty alright. But yeah, let's see. It should be loading any second. And come on, do not do this to me. Alright, here we go. So yeah, let's go to the press SFC. I'm just gonna go to Western Atlantic right here. Let's go to West Atlantic, not the Gulf of Mexico. Alright, that'll do, because we can already see the point of it. Here we go, 66 hours. You really see you see Erica right here as a pretty weak tropical depression. It shows from the Hispaniola interaction. We get to 102 hours, and then we got a hurricane off the Florida coast, and this can change, guys. This is the 18-0, and we have not seen the latest, and then it bombs it out to a Category 2 robust system, and then we might be facing with a big problem with Georgia. But H-Wolf was agreeing with them in the 12Z run, but the recent 18Z run is actually seeing the land interaction with Hispaniola actually killing, really, the circulation, because the H-Wolf has actually been one of the most robust models on it. But now the GFDL is, I don't want to show it, it's not going to happen, but it's showing a Category 4 hurricane right over the Cape Hatteras, which is actually very unlikely. I think it's about a 2% chance of happening, to be honest. I know I'm not putting a 0, but I'm putting a 2%. So yeah, let's see. Let's go to the ECMWF, and it's actually showing a really interesting thing that the GFS does not have. I don't want to go to the Caribbean. That's pretty stupid. But actually, we can actually see the we don't need it anymore. We don't want that. That's stupid. No, that. Let's go to normalize anomaly. So we go to 72 hours. It shows, unlike yesterday, it shows the ridge building, putting some shear. It really just putting it on the Florida coast as a minimal tropical storm at least, and it's just really killing it over the mountains. But the impact on the mountains is key. If it goes north those islands, does not impact at all, we could be facing with a big deal. If it goes over it, we could be facing with less deal. Big deal. But models are now trying to trend to more of this. But with this close of contact, you really just have to look at the trends in the satellite. And yeah, so let's go to the second to last map, and this is actually kind of a short video update just because it's filming at almost 10 o'clock. And the last one, of course, has to be the sea surface temperatures. They're some of the warmest on the planet, guys, and if it just does not drift north, I mean, it's already in 29 degrees Celsius waters, but there's a warm pool that has 31 degrees. That's about 90 degrees Celsius. And if this thing just does not weaken at all, doesn't do anything to hit the mountains, it can just explode here, and it could just drift north. The stronger the system, the more north it's going to go. The weaker the system, the further west it's going to go. So it could go right into Miami. It could go up to the coast. It could parallel the coast. We just don't know. There's so many scenarios playing out that we just do not know right now. So let's go to the last map right now. Let's go to the National Hurricane Center track. I actually kind of agree with this. But with Danny, we were so, like, mad. We're just really mad. So let's look at the cone. As you can see that it has Hispaniola as a cone, but if you put the middle, it doesn't take it over. But do not take the middle as granted, guys. It can go anywhere in this white cone. And as we get further in time, of course, it becomes a lot more uncertain. And they have a hurricane, an 85-mile-per-hour hurricane. And if you extend this, it'll probably be about 90, 100-mile-per-hour category 2. But it can change with the intensity models. Have been trending a little weaker with the southern track. But yeah, guys, there's so many scenarios popping up right now. But really, I just see that Erika could just bomb out if it just survives those mountains. I just picture it. The wind shear is going to be so low. It just could be really bad if it just survives these mountains and does not get disrupted. But yeah, that's really what I have today, guys. Make sure to like this video, comment. I know you've been getting a lot of support lately just because you guys, love my videos. But yeah, that's really gonna do it. So as a reminder, Erika could weaken even more, but right now we are starting to see some higher gusts over by the Puerto Rican islands, right near there. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy this update. I'll be coming with a new one tomorrow, and it could be periodically just because of all the stuff that might happen, because we aren't going to have a real solid forecast on this until it gets passed. And I would show the shear map, but I'm going to show the shear map right now just to add more time. So let's go to wind shear map on the web. Wind shear map, not map. Let's go to wind shear map, and crap, I forgot to put the Atlantic, but I think it should pop up. Yeah, it shows deep layer shear, wind shear tendency. Let's put it right here, and it should show the Atlantic. Yes. So, like, unlike previous runs, it is still battling shear, but the thing about it is that it's starting to weaken a little bit and starting to drift further west. And when it gets into this pool right here with no shear, it could just bomb out. And this little trough feature, this upper level kind of low kind of thing, is supposed to move out the trough, and we might be seeing an upper level ridge that might help enhance the thunderstorms and create less shear. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This video update, probably not little, but yeah, guys. See you guys in the next video update tomorrow, and peace out.